What is up, guys? It's your boy Nick Torius, back again with another video. I said I'm back again with another video. Today I'm gonna be talking about how we are all just a bunch of balloons, right? So smash the like button, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. So the other day I was doing Instacart order, right? And I put a balloon in my trunk, and then what happened was I opened my trunk, and guess what? The balloon went up in the air. Right, we're all the way up there. And it sucked because I was like, damn, that sucks, right? And the person that ordered it, she's like, damn, bro, that was the whole reason why I did the Instacart in the first place. Like, I just added some extra shit, but I really needed that balloon. And I was like, damn, bro, I'm so sorry. But whatever. It got me thinking, you know what? I mean, honestly, it didn't. that was just relevant because of a balloon, right? I was thinking about today, not today, but like earlier. This is like, you know, we're just balloons, right? Like our bodies, like when we expand our diaphragm, we are balloons. We get bigger and we get bigger, and we got. This is a video about presence, right? Like if you ever study like spiritual hoodoo and you know spirituality, whatever, you understand what presence is, right? If you ever study like meditation, all that shit, and just like breathing, you understand that. Okay, when you breathe, damn, bro, who the fuck changed my mirror, bro? When you understand meditation, you understand. It's all about breathing. It's like, oh, you gotta breathe like this, you gotta breathe like that, and it's like, all right, bet. So you're breathing, but what happens when you breathe, right? You make yourself big, like, bruh, like, on God, because you can literally breathe air into a balloon, and then it literally goes big, right? It's the same thing as like a dick. If you breathe into your dick, it gets bigger, right? Because erection. So what happens is you breathe, and you're just like, and then, right? That's super gay. But you know, like, we're just balloons, right? If you think about it, we're just balloons. What happens when you're deflated? You're just like, right? You're deflated. There's nothing in you. There's no life in you, right? What I believe life is because the thing is, if you study like yoga and yogis, you understand like the world, like the air. The world is made of air, right? The world is not made of air, but it has air in it. And what is the air? Yo, that's lit. That's fucking crazy, bro. Because the up here, right? We live on the surface. We are surface dwellers, right? We dwell on the surface. That's where we live. What happens is when we go up in the air, you know, the air is oxygen. Yeah, of course, right? The air has oxygen. Oxygen is in water, and I feel like that's why we have air. But what else is in the air, right? It's air. The air is like oxygen. It's 98% nitrogen, right? It's like 98% nitrogen. Don't like, this is what I learned in science class. I don't remember. I took science like 6 years ago. I don't fucking remember. But the air is like 98% oxygen, right? I mean nitrogen, and then like 1% oxygen, and then like another percent like other shit, something like that, right? But the scientists say, oh, it's like a whole bunch of different mixed mash of chemicals, right? And you know what it is. It's prana, right? It's prana. It's something called prana, right? Prana is the shit in life. You know, like if you ever look up any yoga shit, they'll explain to you about prana. They'll be like, oh yeah, prana is like the source of life. It's life energy. It's the life force, right? That's why like a lot of times when you masturbate, you're just like, ugh, you're just like out of it, right? Like you just ain't feeling life anymore, right? But then you start, you know, what is it called? The refractory period. You go through a refractory period, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I love life again. I'm filled with life. You know, so when you go through that refractory period, what are you doing is basically is time, right? Your time is just going on, and then you're revitalized. But what happens is you're just breathing, basically. Like if you breathe, your refractory period will go away because you're bringing back that life into you. Like imagine like the world is just a computer game, right? And then it's like every time you breathe in prana. It's like the prana's coming in. That's so crazy. What I just thought about is like, you know, imagine we have a certain amount of breaths and we have a certain amount of time, right? And it's like with this certain amount of time that we have, it's like everyone has like, they say that you have 280,000 million minutes, right? Like, yeah, that's you. That's a lot. But imagine it's like probably like 48 years, right? And it's like, damn, I only have 48 years to like fucking do this shit, or like 68 years. I have 60 or like 80. I only have 80 years to do this shit, to learn my lesson and then go to the next world, right? So it's like, you know, you have this much time. You have this much time to get the things that you need to do. Like every time you go, because look, imagine we're all balloons, right? You breathe in the air, you take it out. You breathe in the air, you take it out. But what happens when you breathe in too much? Pop! You blow up. And if you take it out, that was the weakest pop ever. Pop! Oh no. Pop! Damn, I can't. I'm still tired. That's why. Pop! No, I'm just embarrassing myself. Yeah, you pop. Pop. I feel like that was the best one of all. But yeah, you just pop, right? Like what happens if you are out of it, right? If you're out of air, you just limp dick. You're just like, and the thing is that other people feel it, right? Other people feel when you're with air. Because the thing is like, because for me, my biggest issue is always space, right? And boundaries. Like I always have boundary issues. I can never, like, I always have problems creating boundaries. And people just always come up to me, like, super close to me. And I hate that shit, right? I hate being really close to people. Because I hate people touching me. So I don't want no one coming too close to me. Because I can feel their energy with mine. And they be having dirty, nasty, disgusting energy, right? And what happens is it's like when I touch them, through energetically or whatever, you know, like, because I can just feel how far away, like, I don't know, bro. Like, life is weird. Yeah, well, yeah, other people can feel when you have air, because when you have air, what happens is that you expand your boundary, and you kind of take the air away from other people, right? But you're expanding those boundaries, and then you're just like, oh shit, you know, I'm a big ass nigga, right? Like a lot of times I always felt small. Like I've always wanted to be, like, the reason why my body is so big and I'll be working out in the gym all the time is just because I would always feel small. Like I remember one time my manager was yelling at me and I felt so small, and even though he was littler than me, that dude was like 4 feet, and he's yelling at me and shit, and I'm just like, damn, I ain't shit, right? And then I had this like black lady one time yelling at me. It was like a customer, and the thing is like I would never breathe, right? I would always just like choke up kind of whenever authority was yelling at me. So the thing is like I would always just take it, right? And I would just like I'm so small, and I was like, damn, you know, if I was a big ass nigga, they wouldn't be treating me like this. They wouldn't be talking to me like that. They wouldn't be talking down on me like that. But then I realized, you know what? I'm way bigger than them. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Like, they made me feel bad. They made me feel ugly. Like, they made me feel dirty. And I realized it's because I'm like, I didn't have no boundaries. And I'm just like letting these people just like dump all their negativity and their negative energy onto me, because it's like I'm easy to dump it on, right? Because the thing is, I see my friends or whatever, or like not even just friends, it's like people like that I wouldn't just go up to them and be like, oh yeah, you know what happened to me, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I wouldn't just unload on them. But that's what we do, right? Like when we feel weak, when we feel like we're not really living up to what we could be or whatever, or like when we just feel like we're not that I don't know what the word is, when we feel like we're nothing, right? When we feel little, it's very easy for us to just like be dumped on, like that's why you get bullies, right? Like you get bullied by people, because it's like, and people like are easy to like mock you, make fun of you, talk shit on you. Like, you know, like all my life I've always had to deal with that. And the thing is, I didn't even realize it. I realized it this year, just because of all the books I've been reading and all the shit I've been going through, right? And the best thing I ever did in my life was take acid, because it made me understand, like, oh shit, you know what? The way I've been living life was retarded, right? It was like just so bad. Like, why am I living life like this? Why am I being so negative? Why am I, you know, like being that negative? It's like you have to have that balance of negativity and positivity, right? Like when you deflate, like, it's like negativity, right? It's like that, oh, I can't get out of bed. Oh, I can't wake up. Oh, there's no point, right? That's when you're like, but then you get that. I remember one time I woke up, right, when I was learning how to breathe. For some reason, like, because the thing is, when you're on acid, it helps you breathe, right? It's not that it helps you breathe. You just like kind of see everything breathing, right? Just like you realize you're not the only being that's breathing. You see other people's breaths. It's so amazing. It's so crazy, because the thing is, I can't even imagine it right now, right? Like I remember people used to tell me that shit. Like, oh, when you're on acid, you see all the clouds breathing and all the trees breathing and shit, and you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, even now, thinking about it, I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about? But then the thing is I don't know. I love acid, bro. It's so amazing. I remember when I was on my acid trip, I looked at my mangoes and I was like, I don't know why, but I can just tell that these are ripe. And it was just so like, how the fuck do you know that? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, you just see everything breathing, right? You just see everything breathing and shit, and then you're just like, oh, okay. All right. That's how you breathe. And I realized I was breathing wrong my whole life, right? Like you see things taking full breaths, and you understand, like, because the thing is, it's like, it also helped me. Hold on. It basically helped me because I was not really breathing right, because I would always breathe very shallow, right? But then I realized, oh, you know what? You kind of got to use your whole entire body to breathe, right? Like when you meditate, right? Meditation, people think, oh, meditation is to stop your mind, right? Oh, stop your thoughts. And people are like, oh, I can't stop my thoughts. It's because you're not breathing with your entire body. Once you breathe with your entire body, you ain't thinking about nothing. Trust. Like, you're just, it's just feeling your entire body and just filling it with air. Like, obviously you can't see what I'm doing, but you just gotta feel, like, just imagine like your body is hollow and all you have is skin, right? And you're just filling up your entire body. Like, you're feeling your fingers, you're feeling your palms, you're feeling your wrists, your arm. It's called body scanning, right? And you just feel your entire body. And the thing is like, you kind of control where you're sending that air to. Like, this is something I learned from voice training, like from training my voice. You have to like kind of direct the air. Like, we were always taught like, oh, breathing is natural, breathing is just like, you know, you just breathe and then you don't gotta think about breathing. But the thing is, it's like, you know, I feel like that's a lie. Right? That's a lie. It looks black and white or whatever. Yeah, this looks black and white, but it's like, that's a lie, right? Because the thing is, if you don't think about breathing, you're not gonna breathe right. You're gonna breathe where you don't need to breathe at. You're gonna breathe where you're not, like, you know, you're gonna basically breathe in the wrong places, and you don't want to do that. You want to breathe in the right places. Like, because the thing is, that's why people get diseases. Otherwise, people get cancer and all that shit. Like, animals, a lot of animals don't get cancer. Like a lobster, right? You ever think, why don't lobsters get cancer? Because, you know, I don't know. But think about it. Maybe you can find the answer. But animals, I don't know. I guess other animals get cancer. But a lot of times animals, they just die by being eaten by other animals, right? They don't die from like fucking disease. They even call it disease because it's like a dis-ease. I'm at dis-ease with my body. Just being at ease at your body means you're filled with air, right? But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna make another one. Like the video, comment below what you think. Subscribe if you're new. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram at Torius, at 6 Video Interviews, and I'll make a video about whatever you ask me about. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.